Behind me is one of the 1.3 metre square beds, and what I'm going to plant in here are my peas. Now, peas you sow in succession, so you'll sow one batch at the beginning of, say, March, another batch at the beginning of April, another batch at the beginning of May, and you can go on like that through to sort of August time, which means that then not all your peas will be ready together, but you'll get some, and just as you finish the first lot, the second lot will be ready, and so on and so forth. Now, there's one lot here which I should have actually put out a couple of weeks ago, but I've been so busy I've been unable to, so they've been sitting very patiently in the greenhouse. And this variety here, they're snap peas, they're sugar snap peas, and they're called Nairobi, and they've been growing very well, but they are desperate to go outside now. So this is the job I'm going to do at the moment. Now, behind me, hopefully you can see I've done a little structure. Peas need to climb up a structure, so whether you put in a load of branches all higgledy-piggledy together and they can climb up there, or whether you want to do beam poles and make a wigwam, or whether you want to do a long structure like this, then you're very welcome to. It's entirely up to you, whatever space you have and whatever works well for you. But I've done a structure here. Now the beam poles I've got must be about 3 feet long, so I've put as much in the soil as possible. Peas won't grow that high unless of course you get the ones that grow really, really tall, but generally speaking, peas, sugar snaps, Mangetout, they'll usually only climb to about 2 feet tall, so a 3-foot stick is actually perfect for them. So I've just pushed the stick in the soil, most probably about 6 inches. It's all quite sturdy. Peas, as they grow, aren't particularly heavy, unlike beans that can get very, very heavy, so you need to make sure that your structure is really, really sturdy. So let me show you how I'm going to get these out of their tray and into the soil. So before you start to put your peas in the soil, make sure that you just dig it over, remove any large stones, any weeds, all the usual bits and pieces that you don't want in the soil. Now, we need to take these out. So I think the best thing to do is to very carefully tip them. There we are. And you can, hopefully you can see all of the roots underneath, so they really do need to come out. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to plant 2 plants per stick. So I'm just grabbing hold of a couple and just gently prising them away from the rest. They should come away quite easily. So you just grab hold of the compost and just gently shake them away. They should come away quite easily. Oh, there's 3 there. He's trying to sneak in, naughty. Okay, so I just need to dig a hole, a nice deep hole on the outside of the stick, not on the inside, on the outside. And I'm going to put these in the soil much lower than they were in the compost there, and just push the soil back round and just firm it in. What I've done is I've actually lent, let me do the next one. I've actually lent the plants towards, I haven't put them straight, I've lent them towards the stick, and that way they'll start to grab onto the structure straight away. So I've planted these in the soil a good inch deeper than they were in the compost. So fill in round the plant, gently push it in, firm it in, and then I'll just move on to the next ones. Now I've put these sticks about 3 inches apart from each other, which is absolutely fine, If you do find that you've got quite a few peas and you want to put 3 round, I would say yes. I wouldn't suggest any more than 3. I would suggest putting 2 at the front and 1 at the back. But I think 2 is enough because they will bush up quite quickly. And if you have too many, they don't get to see the light, and also it's very, very difficult to harvest them. So I will carry on, and when I've finished, I will come back and show you. Well, there they all are, all in, and hopefully they'll start to hold on to the sticks quite quickly with their little tendrils. That's what their tendrils are there for. There's their sort of the little sort of growths that sort of come out and twisty round. So they'll hopefully grab hold of the sticks. I might just have to encourage them to go in a certain direction to start with, but once they start to hang on, then they'll be fine. So whatever peas you're growing, whether you're growing normal peas, sugar snaps or Mangetout, do them in exactly the same way. So now I've got this lot in, I'm now going to start another lot of these Nairobi peas. So when these are finished, then I'll have some more that are ready. So I'll leave this space here so that I can put the next lot in. I have got some other peas which I'm going to put in a different bed because I don't want them to grow together, because I might get them confused. It doesn't take much to get me confused. So if you do have to grow 1 row of sugar snaps and then a row of Mangetout next to each other, it's absolutely fine. It won't alter what they produce, so that's not a problem. So there they are. I'll just give them a really good water in, and then hopefully they'll get settled in very, very quickly. Well, I hope you found what I've shown you useful, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye-bye.